Welcome back to Knit 1 Sip 2. Sorry we've been gone so long. Oh, I'm Joan.
I'm Jeanette. I think we completely forgot how to do this.
Yeah.
I'm Nettie Keys on Instagram and Ravelry.
And I am, Units on Ravelry and Knit 1 Sip 2 on Instagram.
So this is podcast number 12. Thank you for hanging with us. If you have hung with us this entire hiatus, we had great intentions to podcast before, but our editor got very ill and was hospitalized. So we had no editor. There were several times I was all packed up and ready to podcast, and then, he has to go to the hospital, or he has to go to the doctor, or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's been a crazy, he still is sick, and he has valley fever. So,
it sounds like it should be a lot more fun than it is.
Right.
Like blue flu, but...
Yeah. More information than everyone needs, but he went from being very healthy, no problems whatsoever, to pneumonia and then hospitalized really quickly. So, reason number 999, you don't want to live in the California Valley, although we don't live in the valley, but it originally started in the valley and in Arizona. And so it's a mold, a fungus that grows, and people can inhale it and not get sick, but for some reason it made him sick. Mm-hmm. So, well, at least you've
identified, and he's on the mend.
Yep. And he's sworn off yard work for the rest of his life.
Oh, I can imagine. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, he said he's hiring someone to do it from now on.
Oh, so, okay, that's good.
Yeah. So
poor guy. Was he at least doing something fun in the yard?
Oh, no, he was just doing maintenance. We have in the front yard, we have these succulents and lavender and that sort of thing. And he just got disgusted with their height and decided he was going to trim them. And I'm certain
they got him back.
Yeah. So it lives in the soil.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. His medication, he can't drink alcohol, so no tequila for him. So poor guy.
Poor guy. Okay, so we have to give him a lot of latitude on editing this. So
we gave him a lot of latitude before. He did take a little while to podcast. Well, now he's not yet back to work. It's been a month that he's been sick, at least. So he'll start. Yeah, he'll go back to work. Half days or whatever. But
right.
Anyway, so it's been crazy.
Well, hopefully this will keep him from getting bored.
Yeah, there you go. You can only watch so much TV during the day.
Well, he's probably sleeping a lot, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
And coughing a lot.
Coughing a ton, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, happy episode 12.
Cheers.
Gary, to your health. So we're drinking Dahlia Chardonnay. I think it's from Napa. Another Bevmo. Product of Bevmo. So cool. I think it retails for about $30... according to the Bevmo full price, but I always do the buy one, get one for a nickel. So,
and we haven't seen each other in all this time.
No,
right?
We haven't. It's true. It's
crazy.
True. Actually, I have a couple projects on hold because I wanted to talk to you about them. So it's like I've been very prolific though. So have you been able to knit while you're nursing back to health?
I've knitted some.
Yeah.
I've knitted some. I got into sewing when I wasn't knitting, and so anyway, we can talk about that. But
good.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing my Love Notes. My Love Notes pullover. Okay, so I made it long. Gosh, I feel like I'm standing up and it's still... So I made it long. I didn't make a crop. And it's out of 3 Irish Girls DK. What's the name of it? Springvale DK. I figured out after I wore it that the yarn grows a little bit. So I think I'm going to...
That's good, though.
I don't know. I was thinking about taking it up.
Oh, no, it doesn't look...
No?
It just looks cozy to me.
Yeah, that's true. I think the sleeves are too different.
You're just used to... Well, and
I'm used to sleeves being like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're tall. You're probably used to sleeves that never really are the right length.
That's true. I've had more than one knitter tell me that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's really too long.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a fun knit. It was a quick knit.
Are you happy with the sweater now that you've worn it? Do you like it?
I am. I mean, it was fun. It was quick, and it was fun to use a different yarn. It's not. I like it a lot because it fits nicely, but it's not like a huge favorite of mine, but I can anticipate wearing a lot. So
Cool.
Yeah. So how about you?
I have not knitted that much. So what I'm wearing is just super old. I just came from work. So I knitted this 22 Little Clouds in 2018. And here, I'm not good at showing this. And I wear it all the time because it's super easy to wear.
It's so cute.
And and so it's knit out of Swan's Island sock yarn and Shibui Silk Cloud held double. I knitted like 3 of these because they're super quick, and I like my neck to be warm, and where I work is drafty. My office is drafty.
Mm-hmm.
The building was built in 1932, and big spaces between the window and the casing. So when my neck is warm, I'm usually warmer. So so yeah, I knit this a long time ago.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
Yeah, it's a nice standard.
Do you have any other finished objects you want to talk about?
Lots of finished
Yeah,
objects.
because it's been a while.
I'm like so excited. I was really productive. Okay, so got my love notes. Then let me go back because nobody even knows about that. So, okay, I finished Cece's leg warmers.
Cute.
So,
has she worn them?
She wore them and she loves them. She's so happy because, yes, my daughter's leg from this part starts at her knee and this ends up at her ankle.
Right, fit my whole leg lengthwise.
She has a little bit extra. It goes just over her knee, but she wanted a little extra to scrunch. So now she said she wants one that goes up to mid-thigh. So that will definitely be this was Sincere Sheep, 250 yards, and then this was some leftover antler from Madeline Tosh vintage. So I'm guessing I used about 500 yards on them together, and it was just my own pattern, which was a lot of fun to do. And if anybody is interested, if you go to my projects on my Ravelry website, I put like the basic idea of how to do the stripes and everything under my projects. So, and also so that I can remember how to do it if I want to do it next time. So anyway, so finished that. That was a lot of fun. And she loves them. She wears them a lot. So I think I'm going to be doing another. It's a good project to do when I want to experiment with some new yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. And then you don't have the commitment of sock heels.
Yes. But I did do some socks.
Oh, let's see.
I did. Well, I haven't finished. Wait, which bag are they in? Yep, they're there. Okay, so this is one of the things I need your input on. So Macy's been wearing her gray slipper socks that I did after Stitches West last year. So I made her a pair of blue ones.
Cute.
So, but I was going to run out of yarn. So, okay, here's my question.
Cute.
So this is out of, this pattern is Elementary Slipper Sock by Courtney Kane. I did it in the Royal Bee DK, which is 100% wool. I put some elastic. Remember that elastic I brought back?
Yeah.
I put some of that up here. Here's my question. Are these going to wear out really quickly since they don't have any nylon in them?
Is she going to wear them in shoes?
She'll wear them with her Birkenstocks.
Depends.
Okay.
Depends on how loose they are.
So
are they loose on her feet?
No, I think they'll be pretty snug.
Okay. They'll probably be fine for a while. And then you can repair what needs to be repaired.
Should I have put some of that elastic in the heel and the toe?
You could have.
Yeah.
But I bet for me, where I notice socks are not worn, but like when I wear them in shoes, it's the heel that there's more of a problem for me.
Yeah.
Rather than the toe, but everyone's different, and so I would just let it go. And
I mean, it was another
worst case.
Let's try the yarn.
Yeah, you can repair them. Worst case scenario, but if they're knitted a tighter gauge or they're snug on her feet, they'll be less likely to
rub and wear.
And I wear mine in actual shoes, and so does my husband. But So far, we haven't had wear problems.
Oh,
and
that's
I've
good.
knit some that have no nylon for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully, I mean, she loves to wear her gray ones with her Birks.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought these would be fun, after dance or on our way to dance or something to have some gray blue
They're
ones.
beautiful.
So, yeah. And then I was thinking about doing the toes 2 different colors because this one's got leftover magpie, and I just really look at how great those colors
I like the combination.
Look. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it
is. This
fun.
is I think leftover plucky,
but
I'd have to double it.
Though. Yeah.
So anyway,
cool.
So that's
leftover
socks.
yarn is always fun.
It is. But I jumped ahead to a whip. So do you have another FO?
I have a couple of FOs. I finished my Hoarfrost shawl.
Ooh.
This is Hoarfrost by Andrea Mowry. I haven't worn it or anything. I was saving it. I have had it in this bag, all packed to come to your house for weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Is that backwards? Yeah. It goes this way.
Oh, so pretty.
It's knit out of Miss Babs' Yowza that I had on my stash in the Yonder colorway, which looks like it's coming up. It's a bluey green color.
Yeah.
Shock. So I always knit.
Stand by.
Yeah, I like it. I really enjoyed knitting this portion. I found it very restful.
What is it? What kind of pattern is it?
I don't know. Some knit purl pattern, like everything else.
Purl? Oh yeah, I guess it is.
And then this one, the lace pattern, I did not enjoy as much because I shouldn't. I'm not complaining about the pattern because the pattern is written for. It's good for a very, very beginner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it goes row 1, row 2, and it does that for 89 rows. But it could have just been on these rows do this, on these rows do that.
Yeah.
And it would have been much simpler. And so I found it a little tedious, but that's just me complaining. I mean, honestly, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I think it's supposed to be knit in worsted weight, and this is really light DK. And I, of course, didn't do any gauge swatch. So I think it should have been bigger, but I don't care. I'm fine with it. It has really an I-cord edge, which I like. So, yeah, I think I'll get a lot of wear out of it, and it'll be toasty warm. It's kind of an odd shape. I don't know. It'll be fine. I don't ever pay any attention to how I put them around my neck. I'm not fancy about it. If they're in, they're just
right.
This is fine.
And that's a great color. It'll look great with your eyes.
Yeah, I have a lot of this color. Shock. So yeah, that was my first FO.
Good. Okay. Should I go next?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what's in each bag. Okay. So, I had so much fun doing this. I nearly called you 3 or 4 times while I was doing this. So, a few months ago.
Oh, I remember.
Yes. A few months ago, I found this pattern, and I'm trying to pull it up on Ravelry. And let's do it on this. Sorry. Found this pattern, showed it to Lucy, my 21-year-old that's in college, and I just thought it was absolutely adorable. And she was like, Mom, it's great. Oh, there it is. Woo! So it's a big little crop. Okay, now I'm going to show it to you on a person. So
what's it knit out of?
It is knit out of Bernat. Okay, wait. So that's what it looks like on. And there's different variations.
Cute.
So it's knit out of this Bernat.
It has some big old yarn.
It is. Bernat Maker Big. Okay. So here's a funny thing. I was teaching my neighbor's daughter how to knit. And we went to Michael's, and I saw this, and I was like, oh, my God, who would want to do it? And then I was thinking, all right, well, this is the kind of yarn you would make those cushions out of and stuff like that.
Cool.
Well, then I regretted not getting any because it's heck to try to find.
Oh, really?
Oh, my gosh. Had to order it on Amazon. And they didn't have all the colors I wanted. So, anyway,
cute.
Made it for Lucy.
Cute.
So, actually, that's the back. This is the front. So what you do, and I haven't woven in the ends yet, and there's a method to my madness. So what you do basically is you start knitting from the back, and and I did it in reverse, and I'll explain why in a second. So you start knitting from the back, you knit all the way up to the sleeves, then you cast on 8 more stitches, you knit up to the neck, you cast off the middle stitches, knit, then knit back again on the other side and cast back on again, and then do the same thing on the other side. And that's it. And then all you have to do is seam this. So,
it's super cute.
Since it's a crop, you're supposed to make the, how did I do this? You're supposed to make the front shorter than the back. But when I was looking at it, I thought it was going to be a little bit too croppy for Lucy, even though she's kind of short-waisted. So I just, since it's the same and there's no shoulder shaping, I just made the front, the back, and the back, the front. So I just made the front longer. And that's, that's going to be longer. So anyway, so I just thought it was so cute.
It's super cute.
The other reason why I thought it was cute was because the yarn cost me like $30.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been shopping at Macy's and found a sweater that was knit, not in quite this big, but it was a general idea.
Mm-hmm.
So poorly constructed that every sweater had a pull in it. It was coming apart, blah, blah, blah. And it was $75 on sale.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, no, I can make that. So.
Don't you love that?
Yeah.
About making.
So I did what? Yes, because normally the yarn is more expensive than
it's true.
So
yeah,
in this situation,
hardly ever save yourself money by knitting, right?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, I have a story about that though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good story.
Oh, good. So I started making one for Cecilia, and the nice thing about the nice thing about this pattern is that
I want one.
I
mean, a longer version.
Yeah,
I don't want a crop top.
Right. So the nice thing about this is you can add ribbing on the bottom.
Cute,
so each of the girls is going to get a variation on a theme.
Yeah.
So this one's for Cecilia, and then I got Macy Orange.
Oh, fun.
Which is like such a nice orange.
What size needles are you knitting it on?
I think these are like 35s.
The needles probably cost more than the yarn.
The needles, I think, they weren't as expensive as I thought they were going to be. I think they were like $15 or something. And again, I got it all on Amazon. And they're Chigu. So the needles are, here we go. The tension is hysterical the way they say. You're supposed to knit, cast on 8 stitches and knit for so many rows and then measure your swatch.
Did you or no?
I did, and it came out a little off, but I was not going to go out and invest in different stitches or needles.
Yeah.
So these are US size 35.
Okay.
Yeah. So and it's kind of, and it says in the pattern, it's kind of a workout.
Yeah, I wonder how that would be.
Thankfully I have big hands. But I was able to do the whole sweater in 2 days, over the course of 2 days.
Cool.
Because by the time I reached the top, my hands started to get a little sore.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely yearning for smaller needles. So, but the nice thing is that I can get 3 Christmas presents done in 6 days.
That's awesome.
So that was so much fun. And now I'm on this kick to find patterns that need fat wool. And the other nice thing about the Bernat, like I said, it was like $10 a skein, $11 a skein. And you need 3. I bought 4 for Macy and Cece because it says buy an extra skein if you want to do any modifications. So for theirs, I'm going to make them a little longer.
Because they're tall.
Like
their mama.
Yes. The yarn's low maintenance. Because, 21-year-old child.
Right. I know. That's the thing.
Yeah. So, I have a funny feeling those socks I was just talking about are going to end up in the dryer at some point, and they're going to, and I don't think they're super washed. So they're going to be.
They're like, meh.
Exactly. So anyway, I thought that, for $10 a skein for $30.
That's cool.
Oh, and then the other funny thing was seaming. So I'm like trying to attach a needle to the yarn and blah, blah, blah. Finally, I just figured out just weave it in with my fingers.
Oh.
It was like one of the easiest sweaters to seam.
Yeah.
So fun.
I love it. That's cute.
Super fun. And no one's done this project on Ravelry at all. Like, I'm the first person to post on, and I'm just so happy. So happy. I think it's so cute.
That's cute. Very cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, Christmas present done.
Love it. That's
What's
really
your story
cute.
about inexpensive yarn?
Oh, well, do we want to do that now?
Yeah.
Or should we keep...
I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
my inexpensive yarn story is very exciting. There's a little charity shop near my work, and when I don't go to Monarch Knitting, when I want to get out of the office, I go to Monarch Knitting, which is just 2 blocks away from my work, and they're like, yeah, you're here every Monday. It's because I don't. Anyway, long story. I'm not there every Monday. It just appears that way. And so I wander in Monarch Knitting. When I don't wander in there, I wander in the charity shop just for kicks. Like, you never know what you're going to find, right? Yeah. And they turn over things all the time. So if you go one day and you go the next week, completely different things. So I found yarn. I found 9 balls of Quince Kestrel yarn, which is the 100% linen. It still has the receipt. It has the receipt from Monarch Knitting. I mean, sold to a woman named Emily for $116. And the pattern was not sold there. The pattern was off of Ravelry with the pattern for a sweater.
Oh my gosh!
And guess how much I paid? The sweater. The pattern is for. Let me see. It's a Don Costanzo pattern. The Aislinn sweater. So it's 100% linen, Quince and Company Kestrel yarn in this natural colorway for 9 balls that retailed for $116.
I think you paid $25.
I paid $7.
Oh, Jeanette!
I know, I'm so excited.
Okay, if you don't spend some money at Stitches, then
$7.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know if you can see that. You can see it.
I can see it. Oh my gosh!
I was super excited.
Are you knitting that pattern?
No, I've never. Are you
knitting anything?
No.
Like,
no, this was already
somebody.
The person already started it. I have no idea what size, but I'm gonna rip it out. Linen.
I so have a pattern. Look at there's even got a stitch marker. Oh no, it's a safety pin.
No harm in
stitch markers.
It's a stitch. Yeah,
you got stitch markers. Free stitch markers, Chip.
Yeah, and there's no harm in ripping out linen.
No.
I mean, I could rip that out multiple times and be fine with it.
Oh, and I have a pattern suggestion for you.
Good, because I'm like, natural color linen, I'll take it. So, I know, that was just like,
oh my god,
being in the right place at the right time.
Seriously.
And there was a whole bin of yarn, but it was on cones. I wonder if they still have it. I should go back and check. But because I did pick up a couple of them, was like, I don't know what this is, but it's definitely a natural fiber. All on cones. Yeah. I don't know if it's the same person, but look.
My gosh, when did
she left a year ago. She bought it a year ago. Wow. Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, and she just donated it to the Animal Friends Rescue Project charity shop.
Okay, if Emily, do you have anything else you want to donate?
I know, right? Emily.
Just let us know before
you
do.
Even included the pattern.
We'll meet you at the shop.
Yeah, seriously.
We will meet you at the shop. Actually, I'll pay you $25 and you can donate the $25.
I know. I mean, that's $120 worth of yarn. That's a year old.
Gosh.
And the pattern.
All right, that's it. Episode's over.
I know.
You can't get any better than that.
I know. Every now and then you score something good, which is why I just wander around those places. Yeah. And I have almost no knitting mojo right now. You know, I just, between my neck issue and then my husband being sick, it's been a little rough. But
yeah, I can imagine.
Before he got sick, I did finish these. My little Packers socks, which I had shown cute. One, and it's the Jelly Roll pattern by I'm not good at this, by Mara Catherine Briner. It's knit out of.
I like the heel. That pattern on the heel is so
it's
cute.
The Jelly Roll pattern. It's really fun. It's a corrugated rib, and it's fun to do. So the heel uses 2 different yarns. So this yarn is Lolo did it in the Cheeseheads colorway, which is the Green Bay Packers NFL colorway, and then this is a remnant. I'm talking like it's fabric.
We get it.
Leftover yarn, Malabrigo sock with no nylon. So again. But I'm not worried about it. In the Fresco Iseco colorway. Mm-hmm. So I finished those.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right, my turn?
Yep.
I think that's it for my finished objects. Now I have works in progress.
Okay, I have a few more finished things.
Go ahead, you do finish things.
I've been just wanting mindless, right?
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
I couldn't.
You're playing
knit.
Florence Nightingale. You need to be able to put it down at a moment's notice.
Yeah, and I just wasn't in the headspace to knit much. So I just started making dishcloths. Big
Oh,
deal.
that's fun. Oh, my. Got a few dishcloths there.
And then I knit this.
What is
This
that?
is a kitchen scrubby. I haven't.
Oh, I thought it was like a
woven in
baby
the-
tam. It looks like a baby tam.
So this is
Baby beret.
Red Heart Scrubby yarn.
Oh, it's wow.
Yeah, and they sell it at Michael's, and I bought it and then I crocheted this. It's supposed to be like, I don't know, 1 hour scrubby. It wasn't 1 hour for me. I think I crocheted this. It wasn't 1 hour. It was like probably 2 hours because I'm a slow crocheter. So this is one of them that I made, and I made a smaller one that I used.
Does it work?
Yeah, I've used. I think I threw away the other little one because after a while it got kind of gross, and then I washed it. But yeah, dishcloths.
Nice.
Out of either.
This is a pretty color. Did you get special dishcloth yarn?
I had the yarn already, so I
Yeah.
just did the same pattern, and the yarn is either Knit Picks Dishy or Sugar and Cream from Michael's.
Perfect.
Another one. I mean, boring but easy and mindless, and that fit my...
Use them for face cloths.
Yes, I do use... Like, I have a bunch that I've made for myself.
Yeah.
This one actually ended up smaller. I think I used a size 7 needle on these, and then I used an 8 on this one. But anyway, grandma, like not grandmother's, but grandma's favorite dishcloth pattern.
Okay, you're giving me an idea. Just because I've been trying to find something that I can turn into a blanket.
Oh, this is a great blanket pattern.
Yeah.
I've made a baby blanket out of this pattern. Just start it and
do that.
It's so fun.
Just because the one that I was looking at, what is it called? It's like mitered. It's like a mitered corner thing. And I didn't realize I was all ready to start it. And then you attach the next square to it. And I want to do like squares and then be able to lay them out.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
And I'm not a crocheter.
Oh, here's another one.
That's
blue.
Cool. I might have to do that.
Yeah, I've made a baby blanket this way.
Yeah.
Well, I did one big square, but you could do the same idea. You could do
a bunch of little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that. Unless somebody has an idea for a baby blanket that's not a baby blanket. A scrap blanket that's not crochet, because I don't crochet. One of these days. That you knit each component separately. You don't like attach the next one to the next one.
And then you want to put it all together.
And then I want to be able to put it all together. So if anybody has any ideas, post.
I mean, you can almost do any little square.
So, I could.
Out of your scraps, is that what you're doing?
I want to do it out of my fingering scraps.
My scrappy blanket is fun.
Yeah.
And we could trade, like I have a ton of scraps left over.
I need to know how many grams you need for your scraps.
Not very many, less than 10. I think it's less than 10.
All right, because I've got to start winding out for you.
Yeah, I have tons of scraps that I've already used in my blanket, and my rule is I'll only use them one time.
I know, you were saying.
Yeah,
so I don't know that I could be that. I don't know. Anyway, I just
I
want
could be
something
done
that
if I didn't have that stupid rule. Arbitrary knitting rules. Like I have enough stress in my life. I didn't need more rules. What am I thinking?
Here's the question: what are you going to attach them all with? Like a solid black or
no? They're the fingering weight color, and then they're off white. They all have off white borders.
Oh, and then you're going to sew them all together.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Because I was going to say you could take the fingering from this one and attach it down that way. You could use the extra fingering to sew them together.
You could, but it would look more hodgepodge and less off-white in the middle.
That's true. So you need to just do my
original. I started it 2 years ago.
You did.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. So ready to finish that puppy. You have any fingering weight scraps for me?
I know. I do, actually. I need to. Cool. I'll wind some off for you.
Yeah. I don't need more than 10 grams.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. Deal.
Okay.
What else?
So works in progress, or do you have?
Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I need your help with. It's been in timeout.
Oops, I just shook the...
That's okay.
Sorry.
Everybody's going to think it's an earthquake because I've been shaking too. So, really happy with my Asanya.
Oh, that's for your sister.
Yes. Also known as GTS, Globetrotting Sister. Really happy with it. The only problem is that I keep weighing it. I'm like, this just makes me so unhappy. And I already had to short... So this is a perfect example of... You start with one and then you attach the next one onto it, right? So I've already had to shorten it by 1 because I weighed the
Looks
first.
pretty long.
Well, I think I might have to take out the whole second row of design and take off another one because I think I'm just going to be too
short. You're not going to have enough yarn.
Yeah, I'm like playing. Ooh, I just pulled it out. All right. Well, that's we had a technical glitch. Anyway,
our editor can patch it together.
Gary, hopefully. We're giving you something to be occupied.
Yeah, sending you all the healthy vibes.
Yes. Yeah. So I think I'm going to take out the whole second row and then maybe pull back.
It's pretty long.
You think?
I mean,
yeah, that's true. It's pretty long.
I think it's.
And I was following the pattern. I've already shortened it by 1. Okay, I don't feel so bad anymore.
It's the never ending.
But I mean, I was following it's coming out measuring appropriately and everything. So,
I mean, this is okay.
So I'll take it out.
Than me, which is insane. Too much, but
could be. So all right, I'll take it out and then I'll shorten this. Maybe I'll shorten this by 2. You think by 2?
How tall is your sister?
She's like 5'8".
I would measure it because that would be annoyingly long for me. Like that's to your, I mean, look at how long it is. It's like to your knees practically.
Yeah. I mean, if I take it down to here.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
You know.
It's reasonable.
Because that's 2.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. This was actually knitting up pretty quickly, I have to say.
Oh, fun.
And it was fun. And I really thought that, I might, because see, that's all the yarn I have left. That's all the yarn I have left. Yeah. And I still have to get through the other half of it. The next color is... God, I love knitting in front of your stash. Whoops. Timber. Go down there. I don't know. I took a photograph. I think the next color might be this. I took a picture with them all lined up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think this might be the next color, then this, then this. Oh, no, then this, and then this.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of like fades.
But that'll be fun. This one will be fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one. This one. God, it's hard to look in the camera and figure out what you're doing.
It is. No, I keep doing it. I'm terrible at it.
So, anyway. Coconut, go. Lay down. So, anyway. Okay, so thank you for help with that. All right, what's your whip?
My whip are what I'm calling the Pneumonia Socks.
No, moldy socks. You got to start going moldy socks. Poor Gary. Sorry, Gary.
So obviously we weren't planning on a hospital stay, and I knew how hospitals go, and you need a project, and so I haven't been spending a whole lot of time knitting because of my neck/arms. Although that's better, I don't spend a whole lot of time. So I didn't have a mindless project I could bring. So I just grabbed yarn, literally grabbed yarn and needles. I didn't even bring a bag. I just needles and yarn and went to the hospital. So I started these socks, and I didn't work on them that much when he was in the hospital, but the yarn was already skeined up, so that made it easy. This is a remnant. I'm so in a sewing mode. I've been sewing more than I've been knitting, which I'll explain. But anyway, this is Lolo's favorites in the Folsom colorway, which is an MCN, and it's a leftover from socks that I made him a few years ago. And then this is yarn that I bought when we were at Stitches Midwest, the first year I was making socks. Do you remember? It's Twisted Owl, and I don't think they've been at Stitches I'm not Midwest.
No, not I was going to say, wait a minute.
West, sorry.
You've cheated on me.
No. Stitches West in 2017, maybe?
Right.
16, 17, somewhere in that range. And
I think 16.
Maybe, yeah. And so this is also an MCN. And so the reason why I chose this, even though the MCN doesn't do as well for socks, Gary likes really long socks. He he wanted a pair of long socks. So I thought, okay, came in like a big, humongous ball. So it was like 600 yards to start. Let me see. Here's the Twisted Owl out of Texas, and it was 600 yards. So I still have this much left.
Oh, wow.
And I'm onto the foot. So that's why I chose this one. I love the yarn is super soft. The colorway, yeah. But yeah, that's how I feel about the colorway, but whatever. And so I don't have enough of the fulsome left over to do heels, toes, and cuff. So I'm going to do toes and cuff on each sock. And this is the Spacious OMG heel, which was fine. So this is all backwards. Usually I knit socks 2 at a time, toe up. But this time I knit them cuff down 1 at a time. And it was only because at the hospital I just didn't have enough needles. I just had one set of needles with me. And
well, maybe knit the next one toe up.
Or I can say, I'm going to knit the next one when you're out of the hospital.
There you go.
This long as an anniversary present.
Right.
No.
Poor guy.
No, I'll just knit the next one when I feel like it. I hate second things, second sleeves, second socks, second whatever. Yeah. I'm not great at it. So who knows if I can get it exactly alike. But so that's my only whip other than the sweaters that I already had on the needles. Soldotna, which I haven't worked on at all. The Sunday Tee, which is
you should almost be done with that, right?
Oh yeah, good. Both of them are almost done, but I haven't worked on them at all.
Yeah.
The Soldotna is a little heavy because it's multiple yarns, and so I find it's a little hard on my arms, but and I've been sewing more. I've been for some reason, I don't know if any of you sew and knit, I can't do both at the same time. So either I'm in the mindset of all one or all the other. So right now I've been sewing. I sewed myself a jacket.
Ooh.
And a pair of pants and a skirt, which I found in my sewing room. I cleaned out my sewing room and I found this boring black fabric, skirt.
I thought you were going to say I found whips.
They were. They were all cut out.
Oh.
I had no memory of them. Ooh. No memory of ever cutting them out. And they were black pants, work trousers, which aren't simple to fit for sewing.
Yeah, no.
That's hard.
No, yeah.
And a black skirt out of the same gross fabric. But I did make them and finish them. Uh-huh. And I've worn them. And
that's good.
What else did I make? A dress.
Wow.
It's almost done. Yeah. So I've been in the sewing mode. Prolific.
Well, speaking of sewing, I've been looking for that uniform book by Matter and...
No. I didn't know that.
When we were in Stitches Midwest, there was that one pattern that I kept trying to estimate how much yarn I needed. And it was Matter and MADDER, and I can't remember the other... Wait, did I write it down? No, I didn't.
Oh, Grain Line.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I know their patterns.
And the name of the book is Uniform.
Some. I get all confused.
It's okay. So I've been waiting for it to come back in stock on the link. Well, it turns out she has it for sale on a different link, on a different website. So I'm like, yay, because I really want to knit this one sweater. But I was thinking of you because it's got sewing patterns in it. So I've got to lend it to you once I get it. And you can do the sewing patterns.
Yeah. What else have I made myself? I mean, I made myself all sorts of things. I made this about a 10 bazillion.
Did you really?
I did, 10 bazillion years ago.
Jeanette,
at this point, it's looking old, but I lined it it's a silk lining, so it's super cozy.
Yeah.
I like to do fun linings.
Oh my gosh,
so
you're so talented.
I need to get busy though. I made this seriously 10 years ago. It's looking kind of worn.
Yeah.
But
get your gleaner out.
Yeah, Saturday night to that gala thing, I made a dress that I wore in a long time. I wore a dress that I made a long time ago. I think I need sleep.
No, you need more wine.
Maybe
Did you wear the
I
one?
need less wine.
Did you wear the one with the pretty zipper in the back?
No,
I remember that one. Oh,
it's a little tight in the rear.
Well,
I
can
can't
you let it
bear
out?
No, I can't bear to get rid of it.
No, don't get rid of it. It's my favorite.
No,
She
it's
put this
hanging.
like rhinestone zipper in the back.
It's a pretty plain black crepe
so
dress
pretty.
with sleeveless, like kind of cut in, and then a rhinestone zipper in the back. And yeah, I made that years ago.
I remember for gala, a different gala.
It's a little tight in the rear.
Well, maybe Catherine will wear it one of these days.
I think our editors lost weight and I've gained it.
Oh, well, stress eating.
Stress. Yeah,
eating.
I'm
Totally.
eating for two.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and he does most of the cooking, so you're probably.
I know. I ate crap.
So you're
for
eating
weeks.
out. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
no.
I just
Yeah,
Trader Joe's pizza. Last night I made some soup. And then
that's good.
when he came home from the hospital, I made some soup. And so we just eat the same soup for 5 days in a row.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. This soup has kale, so it's all good.
Yeah,
Anyway,
okay.
He'll be getting back on his feet. So it'll, in no time, I'm sure.
He will.
But hospital? Who wants to go to a hospital? Especially when you're perfectly healthy. Or you used to be.
Seriously. All right. Oh, here it is. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm so excited to start this. So I have this plucky yarn that is called Good Old Days that I bought the very first time Plucky Knitter came to Stitches West, which was,
oh my gosh,
4 years ago? Yeah, because they only come like every other year.
2016, I think.
Yeah, so almost 5 years ago. No, wait. Almost 6 years ago.
Yeah,
almost. Because it was... They came.
They've only come once since the first time.
Yeah, I think it was 6 years ago. So anyway, but I fell in love with this acidy green.
Yeah, I love that green.
I just love this color, and the light's not doing it justice because in the sunlight it has such depth. Anyway, so it's sport. I forgot how much of a difference there is between sport and fingering.
Yeah, and I feel like sport isn't very popular.
It's not.
Didn't win the popularity contest.
But I love it because it gives you the delicacy of fingering, but yet you're going faster in your knitting than you accomplish more in less time. Not quite as much as worsted or DK, but definitely better than fingering.
So what are you knitting?
Let me pull up a picture. Oops. I'm knitting this pattern called Growing. So
I love that. It's really cute.
So happy with it.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Who's that by?
I'm probably going to knit the short version because I don't think I have enough for the long version. It's by Lane
Blom.
Jeldson.
We're really good at Scandinavian names.
I don't know what the Haga strick is. Is that
Hugga strick? Hugga is, that good comfy feeling. Hugga.
Are you confusing it with hug?
No, I think you say it Hugga.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it.
It must mean strick. What does that mean?
I don't know what that is. I don't know. But I mean, is that a brand? I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your brand, yeah.
Anyway.
Where'd you find the pattern?
On Ravelry. So it reminded me of the Flaum, Flaum.
I love that pattern.
But that one's in worsted and this one was in sport. So I was like, okay, sold.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it has the same shaping as that Flaum pattern. Cool.
So
that's awesome. That's going to be so cool.
I've only been working on it for a couple of days now, believe it or not.
Wow.
And I've been interrupted with the big fat jumbo yarn. So wait,
the big fat jumbo yarn looks like a lot of fun.
So
cool.
Yeah, I've never done an I-cord edging, which
is beautiful. I think it's beautiful.
I love it. So
I do too.
I always thought when you said it has an I-cord edging, I always thought that you would somehow apply the I-cord. You
can, but this is better.
This is so much better. So what you do, for those of you that have never done this before, you knit across on this, or you follow the pattern on this side, and then you on the other side skip 3 stitches. So you would, and then just switch it over to this side. So I would, knit going in this direction, get to those 3 stitches, and I would just slip those 3 stitches onto my right needle, purlwise, I think it was, and then flip it around and just start knitting.
Yeah,
and
as long as you don't do it tightly.
Yeah.
And it's good.
You get this. I had to experiment in the beginning because I think I was afraid of doing tightly and I was doing it too loosely. But it just gives you this really beautiful edge.
Yeah.
So
I like it. I've done that on several sweaters.
Yeah,
like
you were
Carol
just saying
Feller,
with the
and then
one.
This is
that's got you were saying that's got the artwork.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
Yeah,
Nice
so
finish.
I'm excited, and it's got this really nice
that's beautiful
detail on the back.
Beautiful.
And there was short row shaping.
How exciting.
So, yeah. I mean,
sweater, you're going to have that done in no time.
I hope so. So, my goal is to have this done for Stitches West so that I can wear it into the Plucky booth.
You'll have it done in no time.
I will. I think I will.
Yeah.
So,
it's not until February.
I have to get down to the pockets, and then I'm going to do my usual where I'm going to put the sleeves on before I finish the length so that I know how much extra long I can make it, because we all might need a little extra length. So, but this has been so much fun. I love beautiful. The yarn. I love the color. I love the pattern.
What's the yarn called?
It's Primo Sport.
And what's the colorway?
Yeah, good old days.
Oh, you said that. Sorry.
So no, it's okay. It's 75 merino, 20 cashmere, 5 nylon. I've used their Primo fingering, and I just love it because it's not too itchy for me. Like,
fun.
I could have possibly turned this into a pullover, but I've been wanting another.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cozy Watsits. So, and I finally took a leap.
How so?
So Plucky was very generous, and they had a military discount for Veterans Day. So, and Warren was in the Navy. He's retired Navy, and I'm retired Navy spouse. I had the harder job. Anyway, so I went on and I got a discount, and I bought Sweater is the name of the base, which is wool and nylon, and I'm going to finally knit either, fill in the blank, you know the name of the one, Modern Wrapper. Yes, I knew you would know. Either Modern Wrapper or this other one called Clark by Sylvia Harding. And I'm going to pull that one up, which was originally knit with Shabui. But I think it's really cool. It's kind of a take on... it's kind of a take on a standard cardigan.
So what color did you order?
Oh, I ordered Sand of Time, sands through the hourglass.
Those are the days of my life.
So it's cream and it's got a speckle.
Oh,
very, very. So this is the Clark. So
nice.
Anne just knit it.
Beautiful.
She posted on.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. So, or recently. So I thought that was kind of fun too. So I don't know. So we'll see. I'll swatch and see how it feels and which one I think. But I think it's going to have to be the Modern Wrapper, because I've just been drooling over that for like a year and a half now.
You have.
And it's a cream color, so it's going to be perfect for competition season. I'm already planning. And it's a DK, so it should go somewhat fast. So,
like dream knitting. So I have that, how do you say it? Kavit hat that I need to knit. And then my daughter asked me to knit a hat for her friend. So I need to knit that. It's just a slouchy hat. So 2 hats I need to knit. I have some socks maybe to finish for Christmas or to start. I think I started them. That's it. I have a lot of sewing in my future. I have a whole outfit.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I have a whole outfit to sew before then.
Ooh.
In plaid.
So wait, where are you going? What are you doing? You must be doing something.
No.
In plaid? It's a plaid outfit?
It's a plaid dress.
Is it really?
Yeah, which means I need to match all the... What am I thinking? I need to quit my job. As long as Gary continues to feel okay and can handle the trip.
Mm-hmm.
We were driving to the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area, to visit his family. We always go there for Thanksgiving, his brother's house, and it's super fun. They're such a nice
10
family.
Days. You think will be better?
I do. He's getting slightly better every day. The only thing, by that time he should be back at work, and if he needs like a day to rest from working, then that's going to be the day to rest. But we'll see. Well,
you might want to get a turkey breast and throw it in the freezer just in case.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know. So wow.
Oh no, he gets pizza.
Are you going to order from Chicago?
No, poor guy. So yeah, that's the plan. How about you?
Here I just got a turkey from Trader Joe's for a change.
Oh.
So it's pre-brined. It was just over 20 pounds. I think it's like 21 and a half pounds.
Did you just order it or you
No, I walked in and they had them there. And so they didn't have the size I normally get it at Costco, but they either had like 25 pounds or 12 pounds. And I know there's not a huge difference between 21 and 25, but it was just a mental thing. I didn't want a 25-pound turkey. So I've done a 25-pound turkey. I can do a 25-pound turkey. I don't want to be eating turkey for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just lunch and dinner. So
yeah, there's just 2 of us at home for Thanksgiving, so we probably wouldn't do a very...
Well, so I said get a turkey breast.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe a couple little legs.
Yeah, and then our kids are coming home for Christmas.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I didn't know that. Well, we haven't seen each other in forever.
No, we haven't. But they're coming home for Christmas on the 21st,
awesome.
both of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So
that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So, of course, we're going to make them Christmas pajamas because we have to have Christmas pajamas that match. So 5 adult sets.
You do know they sell those, right?
I know.
I think maybe like knitting Christmas stockings might be better.
I didn't knit them Christmas stockings. The only person that doesn't have one is me.
Oh,
and Catherine's dogs don't have them.
Oh,
that's okay.
Yeah,
they're not coming for Christmas. So.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah. So
that's
good.
Yeah. So we celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Thanksgiving. Although I love the idea of Canadian Thanksgiving. They just had it. Yeah, it's in October. I mean, typically, I think in October, which makes so much more sense because we're going to go. Thanksgiving is late this year on the 28th of November, and then boom, it's going to be Christmas before we know it. And so it's
and we have Nutcracker the weekend after.
So when is Nutcracker?
It's December 6th, 7th, 8th.
Oh.
So the tickets have been selling really well, which is exciting. But it's kind of been a little crazy because they're kind of butt up against Christmas or Thanksgiving, and they don't want to rehearse the weekend of Thanksgiving. So, but it is what it is. The girls are having fun doing it. Macy's been getting in college apps. Cece's been getting in high school apps. It's, But anyway, we don't want to bore you anymore with that.
Yeah, it's probably pretty boring.
So, well, thank you so much for sticking with us, and we're so sorry it's been a while, but we had a really good excuse. We've got a doctor's note, so
it's been a rough little bit.
Yeah, so, poor guy.
Yeah, we're looking forward to him getting back to his usual self.
Yeah, poor thing. Feed him lots of soup and chocolate.
Yeah, he's been eating soup. He's lost like 17 pounds. It's just crazy.
You need to get him some of those little chocolates with the alcohol in them because he can't have alcohol. Maybe get those for Christmas. And that's probably how much he should start with because otherwise he's going to get looped on one glass.
I know, right? I think he has to be on this medication for a really long time.
Really?
Yeah, it like months, if not longer.
What's that, tick disease?
Lyme. Yeah, it's similar. It's a similar kind of, big. It's a big deal. Yeah. So if you've had valley fever, please message or...
Yeah, send tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. He's sworn off yard work for the rest of his life.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah.
I mean,
can't blame him.
Yeah. Gary, it's okay. You didn't have to get sick to get out of the yard work. Right. Really. You could have just said.
He apparently did.
Oh, poor guy.
Anyway. So, all right. Well, take care.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States.
Yep.
And if not, we'll see you in a few weeks. We won't be gone so long.
We promise that we will do our very best to get in an episode. Probably not until after Nutcracker. But before Christmas for sure.
Definitely. So. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Thanks.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.